Beloved, I've watched you carry burdens you never spoke of, and today I've come to lift them. You smiled for others, cried in secret, and kept going when no one knew how close you were to breaking. But I knew, and I never took my eyes off you. I am the God who sees you, and now I am doing what you never dared ask. I'm healing what they couldn't see, restoring what they couldn't give, and rewriting what they tried to erase. You've carried enough. Let me carry you now. You're not invisible. You're irreplaceable. You're mine, and I will fight for you. I saw you in the long nights when your own thoughts became heavy chains, when you tried to convince yourself you were fine while your soul quietly bled. I was there when you whispered prayers into the dark, wondering if anyone heard. I heard every word. I felt every tremor in your heart. You've been walking through a valley no one else could understand, but I've walked beside you with every step, protecting you from storms that would have crushed you, shielding you from attacks that never reached your ears. You've mistaken my silence for distance. Child, my silence was my shield. I was covering you while I worked behind the scenes, shifting circumstances, moving hearts, and building a way out where there seemed to be none. You thought you were abandoned, but you were hidden from eyes that would have judged you, from hands that would have harmed you, from voices that would have drowned out my own. I placed you in a place of stillness, not to punish you, but to prepare you. I've seen how you kept giving when no one poured back into you, how you kept showing up when your strength was running thin. Your tears were not wasted. They watered the ground for the very harvest you're about to step into. Every moment of pain has been a seed, and I am now bringing forth a season of restoration. Not partial restoration, complete restoration. I will heal wounds so deep even you forgot they were there. I will fill the empty places that years of striving could not touch. And I will breathe into you a fresh strength, one that doesn't just help you survive but makes you rise. Even now I'm leaning close, whispering to your spirit, you're not alone anymore. You've been waiting for someone to notice, for someone to fight for you, and I tell you now that someone is me. I have always been your defender, your refuge, your hiding place. And I will not just walk with you out of this season, I will carry you. For the weight you've been holding is no longer yours to bear. The ones who underestimated you will see the tables turn. The ones who dismissed you will witness the beauty I am unfolding in your life. I will take every scar, every shattered dream, and weave them into a story so radiant it will silence the voices of doubt forever. You thought the breaking was the end, but it was only the beginning of the rebuilding. And this time, I will build you with my own hands, in my own image, on a foundation that cannot be shaken. Beloved, this moment is not small. This is the turning of the tide, the shift you couldn't make happen on your own. I am lifting you out of the shadows and into a place where your worth is not questioned, your voice is not silenced, and your heart is not neglected. You are mine. You have always been mine, and no one can take you from my hand. And as I speak this over you now, feel the chains beginning to fall, not just from your circumstances, but from your mind, from your soul, from the lies that have tried to tell you you're not enough. I break them, I shatter them, and I replace them with truth. You are seen. You are chosen. You are deeply loved beyond comprehension. And what I'm about to do in your life will leave you in awe. Beloved, you have walked through storms that left their marks on your soul. Yet you did not realize that every step you took was pulling you closer to the place I prepared for you, long before the winds began to blow. You thought the battles were random, but nothing in your life has been without purpose. I have been orchestrating even the smallest details, arranging pieces you couldn't see, and while you felt the weight pressing in, I was pressing out the darkness that sought to consume you. I've been watching you hold on to pieces of yourself you thought were too broken to matter, but I see treasure in what the world calls trash. I see beauty in the parts you try to hide. You've been carrying memories like heavy stones in your pocket, moments of betrayal, of words that pierced you deeper than a blade, of promises that were shattered before they could bloom. You've replayed them in your mind, thinking they defined you, but I am rewriting the script. Those chapters will not be your headline. They will be the backdrop against which my glory will shine. You've been afraid to let go because you thought letting go meant losing a part of yourself. But child, you're not losing, you're making room. Every burden you release into my hands frees your heart to hold what I am about to pour out. And I am pouring more than you expect. More joy than the sorrow you've carried. More peace than the anxiety that's tried to control you. More love than the rejection that once convinced you you weren't worthy of it. I have walked through your nights of silence when you didn't know what to pray. I heard the words you never said, the questions you buried under forced smiles, the ache you hid behind busyness. I didn't just hear them, I answered them, though you didn't yet recognize my answers. Every delay has been a doorway. Every no has been a redirection toward the yes you need, not the one you thought you wanted. I know you have grown tired of waiting, but hear me. The waiting has been your strengthening. Do not believe the lie that nothing is changing. Even now, the ground beneath your feet is shifting, aligning you with divine appointments you could never arrange on your own. I am sending people who will speak life into you, who will honor the call I've placed on you, who will walk with you without agenda. I am removing voices that drain you and replacing them with voices that refresh you. This is not just about relief, it's about transformation. The wounds they couldn't see, I see them. The ones they overlooked, I am touching them now with healing you can't explain. You will wake up one morning and realize the pain that once consumed your thoughts has lost its grip entirely. And you'll remember this moment, not as the day you fell apart, but as the day you began to rise. Beloved, you are not invisible to me. Every second of your journey has been under my watch. Even the moments you thought I turned away, I was closer than your own breath. I have marked you for something greater than survival. I have called you into abundance. And I will not stop until every broken piece is made whole. Every tear is answered with joy. Every loss is met with a greater gain. And as I move, I need you to trust the unwrapping. Some things will be removed, not because they're bad in themselves, but because they can't carry the weight of where I'm taking you. I am lightening your load so you can run without stumbling, so you can step into doors without dragging yesterday's chains behind you. This is the season where the unseen will be seen, where the whispered prayers will become visible answers, and where the story others thought was over will reveal its most glorious chapter yet. Beloved, I am not just lifting the weight from your shoulders. I am placing something new in your hands. What I give you will not exhaust you, for it will flow from my strength, not yours. You've been running on the fumes of your own effort, pouring out until you felt hollow. But this next chapter will not be fueled by striving. It will be sustained by my presence. I am teaching you the rhythm of rest, the peace of being carried, the joy of knowing you do not have to earn what I freely give. I've seen how the world demanded performance from you, how people expected you to smile even when your soul felt fractured. I've watched you pretend the cracks weren't there, thinking that showing them would make you unworthy. But hear me, those cracks are not your shame. They are where my light will shine through. I am not asking you to hide anymore. I'm asking you to let me touch the places you've been guarding, the rooms in your heart you've locked because you were afraid of what might happen if they were opened. You've been measuring your worth through the eyes of those who never saw you clearly, but I have always seen you as you truly are. When they dismissed you, I called you chosen. When they left you, I stayed. When they spoke words that stripped you down, I spoke words that built you up in secret. Words your spirit held on to even when your mind doubted they were real. The restoration I bring is not shallow. It will reach depths you didn't even know were broken. I am not here to patch up the surface. I am here to rebuild the foundation. I am going to strip away the false names you've been carrying and replace them with the name I have always called you, mine. You will begin to walk differently because you will know who you are, not from the opinions of others, but from the truth of my voice. And yes, there will be moments in the days ahead when it will feel like I am stretching you, asking you to step into places you don't feel ready for. But that's because I am calling forth the strength I placed inside you long before the pain ever touched you. You will not break under this. You will rise in it. You will see that what once crushed you will now be under your feet. For I am turning the weight of your past into the platform for your future. I am surrounding you even now with evidence of my care, small signs you might overlook if you rush past them, the unexpected kindness of a stranger, the quiet peace that suddenly settles over you, the way a song, a verse, a memory meets you exactly where you are. These are not accidents. They are my reminders, my whispers, my love woven into the fabric of your ordinary days. You have asked me, when will this end? And I tell you, beloved, the ending is already in motion. What you have been carrying will not follow you much longer. I am already transferring the weight from your shoulders to mine, and in its place I am placing purpose. You will not only be free from the heaviness, you will be filled with something greater. I am restoring laughter to your mouth, light to your eyes, and courage to your heart. And when others see you in the days ahead, they will not understand how you walked out of the fire without smelling of smoke. They will ask, "What happened to you?" And you will say, "The one who sees me lifted me." Your testimony will not just be words. It will be the evidence of transformation written across your life. So keep your eyes on me, even when the path curves unexpectedly. For the road I'm taking you on now is not the road you imagined, but it is the one that will lead you exactly where you were meant to be. And as we walk together, step by step, you will see the beauty I've been preparing all along beginning to unfold before you. Beloved, you have been walking for so long with your head lowered under the weight of things you never asked to carry. But I tell you, lift your eyes now, for I am bringing you into a space where heaviness cannot remain. You thought you would always feel like this, that the ache would always hum quietly in the background of your life. But the truth is, I have already set the moment for your release. You are stepping into it even as you hear these words. I have watched you navigate seasons where no one saw the full cost of your endurance. They saw the smile you put on, but they didn't see the battle raging just beneath the surface. They didn't see how you held back tears to keep the peace, how you swallowed words to avoid another wound, how you forced yourself to stand when all you wanted was to collapse. But I saw. I was there in every silent scream, in every restrained sigh, in every prayer you weren't sure reached past the ceiling. And I want you to know, those prayers didn't just reach me, they moved me. The battles you fought in private were not wasted. They have shaped you, refined you, and positioned you for what I am placing in your hands now. And this is why I will not allow you to go back to what broke you. I am severing ties that would only drag you into old pain, and I am anchoring you in a place of safety you can trust. No more building on unstable ground. No more investing in places that drain you dry. From here forward, I will teach you to plant in soil that multiplies, pour into wells that will never run empty. I know you've been afraid to hope again, because every time you've reached for it, it felt like it slipped through your fingers. But beloved, hope is not leaving you this time, it is taking root in you. I am not asking you to cling to something fragile. I am asking you to hold on to me, and I do not break. My promises do not expire. My word over your life has not diminished with time. What I said I would do, I am still going to do. Only now it will come in a way that leaves no doubt it was me. You've wondered why certain doors stayed closed no matter how hard you knocked. It's because I was keeping you from rooms that looked inviting but were filled with shadows. You thought you were missing an opportunity, but I was saving you from traps you couldn't see. And now, the doors that will open before you will be the ones where light pours through the cracks, where peace greets you before you even step inside. The atmosphere itself confirms, this is where you belong. The heaviness you've carried has been more than just circumstances. It's been the weight of lies spoken over you, the residue of rejection, the fear that maybe you are not enough. Today, I am peeling those layers away. I am showing you what I have seen all along. A beloved child, set apart, chosen, strong, radiant. I am not restoring you to who you were before the pain. I am restoring you into someone far greater, someone who carries wisdom carved from the valleys and courage forged in the fire. And as I lift you, I am also placing you in the sightline of those who need the hope you now carry. Your story will be a bridge for others who feel unseen. Your journey will become proof that I do not overlook the quiet fighters, the ones who keep going even when no one claps for them. You will carry light into places still shrouded in the kind of darkness you once knew, and you will walk in with authority, because you will remember exactly what it felt like to be there, and you will know how to guide them out. Beloved, you are not just being healed, you are being positioned. You are not just being lifted, you are being sent. And as we move forward, I will keep unfolding pieces of the plan, not all at once, but in the perfect timing that will keep you leaning on me. For I have never just been the God who watches from a distance. I am the God who walks with you into every chapter, until every shadow is chased away by my light. Beloved, there are moments in your life that felt like they swallowed you whole, as if the weight of them would press the very breath from your chest. You thought no one noticed how deep the struggle ran, but I was there, closer than your own heartbeat. I traced every tear that slid down your face in the dark. I heard every word you spoke only in the quiet of your own mind. And I want you to hear me now. Nothing you've endured has been overlooked. Nothing you've carried has been dismissed in my sight. You've wondered if all the pain had a point. You've asked why I didn't step in sooner, why I allowed the ache to stretch for so long. But child, I am a God who works beyond the boundaries of what you can see. While you thought you were standing still, I was moving foundations under your feet, shifting the unseen so that when the moment came, you would not only be free, you would be ready. There are victories that can only be held by those who have been tempered by waiting. There are blessings that would crush you if they arrived too soon. I was not withholding to punish you. I was preserving you so that what I give you now will last. I am removing the labels others have placed on you, the ones that spoke limitation over your life, the ones that tried to reduce your worth to the size of someone else's understanding. You are not small. You are not replaceable. And I will not allow the voices of the past to echo louder than the truth I speak over you. I am declaring even now, you are whole, you are chosen, and you are stepping into a chapter that will be marked by favor you did not strive for, and doors you did not have to force open. I know you have been weary from carrying the invisible battles, the weight of being strong when your strength felt paper thin. But hear me. Strength is not the absence of weakness. Strength is the willingness to keep walking while I carry what you cannot. And I am carrying you now. You don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to map out the road ahead. Your only task in this moment is to trust that my hands will not drop you. You've feared that you've missed your moment, that time has slipped away like water through your fingers. But I am the Redeemer of time. I am the God who can take what was lost and return it multiplied. I am not just restoring what was taken from you. I am adding to it. I am making the latter days of your life brighter than the former, not because you earned it, but because my love for you has no limits. And when the breakthrough comes, and it will come, you will see it didn't happen because you fought harder than everyone else. It will happen because I fought for you, because I surrounded you when you couldn't see the battle, because I shielded you from what would have destroyed you, because I whispered hold on when you thought it was over. Beloved, let these words sink into you like rain into dry ground. You are not a forgotten story. You are not a closed book. The pen is still in my hand, and I am still writing. And the next pages, they will carry joy that outshines the sorrow, peace that outlasts the storm, and love that makes you forget the loneliness you once carried. I am not finished with you, not even close. In fact, I am just beginning to show you what I've been preparing behind the veil. And when I lift it, the light will be so great you'll wonder how you ever doubted I was with you all along. That story you have been living is about to turn in ways you could not have imagined. The pages that felt heavy with grief are giving way to chapters drenched in light. I have been working in the unseen, weaving together moments, people, and places so intricately that when they align before your eyes, You will see my fingerprints on every detail. You've been asking for a single breakthrough, but I am bringing a wave. One that will sweep away the residue of the past and plant you in ground you've never walked before. You've carried burdens so quietly that even those closest to you could not hear their weight in your voice. You've mastered the art of keeping your face calm while your soul trembled inside. But I have been the keeper of your tears, storing everyone like a precious gem, for none of them were wasted. Each one watered the soil of the promise I planted in you long ago. And now, that seed, buried for so long beneath the surface, will begin to push through the ground, reaching for the light it was always meant to see. I am not just pulling you out of heaviness, I am planting you into purpose. The days ahead will not mirror the ones behind you. I am breaking cycles that have repeated for years, patterns of loss, of disappointment, of feeling overlooked. I am dismantling the lies that have tried to shape how you see yourself. And I am replacing them with truth that will take root so deeply that no storm will be able to uproot it. There are connections I am about to bring into your life that will feel like I've been saving them for this very moment. Relationships that will not drain you but pour into you. Voices that will not speak over you, but speak life into you. People who will recognize the treasure you carry because they are connected to the same light that fuels you. I am aligning them to arrive exactly when you need them. Not a moment too soon, not a second too late. You've wondered if your prayers have made any difference at all. You've questioned if they've been lost in the wind. But I tell you now, they've been collected, held close, and answered in ways you could not yet perceive. I've been shaping the answer not only to meet your need, but to exceed it, to reach beyond what you thought possible. When it arrives, you will know it's me, for it will carry a peace no circumstance can shake. I am the one who has walked with you in every shadow, and I am the one who now calls you into the open air of freedom. This is not just a gentle shift. This is a divine reversal. The weight that bowed your shoulders will no longer press you down. The voice that whispered you were unseen will be silenced. The ache that made you question your place in this world will be replaced by the certainty that you were made with intention, chosen with purpose, and loved without condition. And as you step forward, you will see that I was never late. Every delay was an act of mercy. Every closed door was a wall against harm. Every season of waiting was the ground where resilience grew roots deep enough to hold the blessings I am now sending. Beloved, lift your head. Let the light touch your face. The time of hiding is over. The time of standing in the open, whole and unashamed, has come. And as we walk into it together, know this: I will not let go of you for even a moment. You are mine. I have claimed you for a future far greater than you have yet dared to dream. Beloved, I am not only lifting you from where you've been, I am rewriting the atmosphere around you. The air that once felt heavy with despair will soon feel alive with hope. You will notice it in the smallest things at first. The way your heart begins to breathe easier. The way peace seems to settle on you in moments when nothing in your situation has changed. The way joy begins to find its way back into your laughter. These are the signs that the shift I promised has already begun. I have walked with you through the quiet corridors of your pain. I have sat beside you when you stared at the ceiling in the dark, too weary to pray. I was there when you pretended to be fine because you didn't want to burden anyone with your truth. And I was there when you fought battles no one else could fight for you. Every time you thought you were alone, I was holding you, shielding you from blows you never even saw coming. My hand never left you, not for a moment. I know you have looked at your life and seen places you thought would never heal. You've touched wounds and thought, this will always be here. But I am the God who heals not only what is seen, but also what lies hidden under layers of silence. I am going deep now, past the memories, past the scars, past the masks you've worn, and I am bringing life into the very places you thought were beyond repair. And as I heal you, I am also restoring what was stolen. The dreams you set down because they felt too heavy to carry, I am breathing on them again. The joy you thought you'd never feel. I am awakening it. The strength you believed was gone. I am rebuilding it in ways that will surprise even you. I am giving you not the same as before, but better, greater, stronger. You have wondered why I allowed you to walk through seasons where you felt so unseen. But hear me now. It was never because you lacked value. It was because I was teaching you to anchor yourself in my voice above all others. If I had let certain people's approval carry you, their disapproval would have destroyed you. So I built you in the secret place where no hand but mine could shape you, so that when you step forward now, you will not be swayed by the opinions of the crowd. I am going to surprise you with the way things come together. Some blessings will feel like sudden downpours, out of nowhere, soaking every dry place in your life. Others will come like the slow dawn, light breaking inch by inch until you look around and realize the whole landscape has changed. But both will be me, moving exactly as I know you need. Beloved, you are not stepping into this next season empty-handed. You are stepping into it with the wisdom of every valley, the resilience of every storm, and the unshakable truth that you were never abandoned. And now, I will cause others to see what I've always seen in you. They will see the strength I placed in you. They will see the grace you carried through fire. They will see the light that never went out even in the darkest night. This is more than a lifting, it is a crowning. I am placing honor on you in the very places where you were overlooked. I am planting you in open fields after years of feeling confined. And I am breathing into you a courage that will make you step into rooms you once thought you had no place in. For you have always had a place in my plan, and no one, no wound, no voice, no storm can take it from you. And as you walk forward, you will see me in every step. You will hear me in every whisper of hope. You will feel me in every wave of peace. For I have not just brought you out. I am walking you in, hand, into the life I designed for you before the first day you took a breath. Beloved, as these words draw to a close, know that my work in you is only beginning. What you've heard today is not just comfort, it is a living promise, a seed planted in the soil of your spirit. It will grow, it will take root, and it will bear fruit in its time. Do not let the enemy convince you that this was just a passing moment or a beautiful thought. This was me, speaking directly to you, reminding you that you are mine, that you are seen, that you are already held in the safety of my hands. When you leave this moment, my presence will not leave you. I will walk with you into the ordinary days, into the quiet rooms, into the places where the world's noise cannot reach. And I will keep speaking to you there, in the wind that brushes your face, in the sunrise that greets you, in the stillness